What's up, people? I am currently in Indiana. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by and taking a look at this video. This is Charm City Trucker, and we're about to talk about some things. So, you want to get into trucking, but you don't know what to do. I'm about to give you a few tips. First off, you need to have a license, a valid license, regular driver's license. Now, if you have some accidents or tickets or whatever the case may be on your record, as long as they're not within 3 years, you're good to go. If they are, take a shot and see what happens. That's not saying that you can't go and take your CDL permit test and get your permit and all of that. You just talk to the DMV for whatever state you live in and have them pull your driving record, and they'll let you know whether you can get your CDL or not. So that's the first thing. Make sure you have a pretty decent driving record. Make sure you have a license at that. Second thing you need to do is go get you a physical done, a CDL physical. You can search wherever you live. You can search wherever they do the physicals at. Go get you a physical done. Now, mind you, it's not this isn't in order. I'm just telling you what you need to have done. So you have a physical, or you need to get a physical done, you need to do that. If you wear glasses, make sure that you have your glasses on, and, well, not that you have them on, but that you have updated prescription for your glasses or contacts, whatever you wear, and make sure you can see. You also need to get the CDL study guide for whatever state you live in, or you can download an app on your phone called CDL Prep or DMV Genie. Now, both of these apps are great apps. They'll help you study for the CDL test, which there's 3 parts to the test. There's general knowledge, there's air brakes, and there's combination. Now, both of these apps will give you the practice test, and there are actual questions off of the CDL exams. Get the study guide, get the DMV CDL handbook for whatever state you live in, and study it. Use the app, study that, take the practice test, and take the test on the app. And if you can take it multiple times, take the actual test multiple times and pass it on the app, then you can go to the DMV and pass it. Now, for North Carolina, I know it's $60 to take the test. I'm pretty sure every state is different. It might be same way across the board, I don't know. But practice on the app, and get into the CDL handbook and study it. Believe me, it will help. Study pre-trip inspection. You can find that on Google for whatever state you live in. I mean, it's pretty much the same across the country. Study pre-trip. Make sure you have that down pat. And then from there, once you have your CDL permit, you have to go to CDL school. Now there's two things with going to school. You can pay for it out of pocket and go to school, and pay for it out of pocket, go to school and pay for it out of pocket, or you can get with a company that will pay for you to go to school at their main headquarters, wherever their headquarters is, whatever company you decide to go to. Also, I would recommend getting a TWIC card, which allows you to get in and out of the ports and the rail yards, because some companies, they run containers and hazmat, and you have to have a TWIC card for that. If you want to do tanker or hauling any hazardous materials, you have to have a TWIC card. But if you're going to a company that that runs containers, then you're going to have a TWIC card, because it's a ridiculously high fee to pay to get into the ports and the rail yards if you don't. And I believe some places won't even let you in without a TWIC card. So with the TWIC card, you have to get a background check ran on you, and as long as you don't have any discrepancies on that, then you take that information that they send to you in the mail, and you go to the DMV, you take the hazmat test, and you got your TWIC card, and it's good for 5 years. You have to pay a fee. I can't remember how much the fee is. I think it's I want to say for North Carolina it's $180 or something like that, but it's good for 5 years. Now don't quote me on that price, because I could be wrong, but I think it's somewhere around there, 160, 180 or something like that. And once you get that, you go to school, and once you go to school, you get your certificate. You take your certificate back to the DMV. You tell them you just passed CDL school, and they will give you a new license. Now, mind you, with the permit, with your CDL permit, it's only good for 90 days. I don't know if other states are different, but I know for North Carolina it's 90 days. And you have to have your CDL within 90 days, or you have to go through the whole process all over again. Now, mind you, you will be kicking out a little bit of money for this. But you have to think of it in the long run. The money you're putting out initially, you'll make back within the first 2 weeks, depending on how much you're getting paid per mile, how much you're getting paid weekly, or if you're on a company that does salary, how much you're making salary wise. Now, as far as the school aspect is concerned, jump on YouTube, man, and look up CDL school. Just a good one is CDL College, and I believe they are out of Colorado, I want to say. I can't remember. But they have some real insightful videos on different things, back in pre-trip, parallel parking. I know some schools, some companies you go with, their schools, you still have to do parallel parking. A lot of them don't do it anymore, but some still do. But watch those videos, man, on how how to do a proper pre-trip, because that's one of the main things that gets people from testing out of CDL school is pre-trip. It's a lot, but if you write it and then you keep reciting it to yourself, then you'll get it. It's going to be kind of hard to do it without a truck, but if you download a picture of a truck, then you can point to everything you need to do and know where it is. Mostly everything on your pre-trip is going to be not cracked, bent, or broken, or not cut, torn, or frayed. Remember those two terms: not cracked, bent, or broken, and not cut, torn, or frayed. There's other things that's in there also, but those are the two main deficiencies you'll use. Watch your backing videos, and when you watch these backing videos, don't watch the fails and what not to do and all of that. Watch the ones of instructors actually teaching the proper way to back a trailer for straight line, offset, and a 90. And when I say 90, you have to, it's either called 90 or alley docking. And that's where you have to back into a parking spot at a 90-degree angle. It's not hard. You just got to take your time. You got to know how to set up and everything else. They'll teach you all of that when you get to CDL school. And one reason why I'm telling y'all this is because a buddy of mine had requested me to do this video on how to get into the industry, and some people just don't know, and that's all well and good. That's why you ask questions, because if you don't know which way, you don't know what direction to go in, and you don't know how to get to where you want to get to. But make sure your license is in order. Go get your CDL permit. Study the app and study the CDL manual. Go get your permit. If you choose to do so, it's not a requirement. You don't have to do it, but I strongly suggest it. Get your TWIC card, and then you go to school, and you test out of school. You get your certificate. Go get your license at the DMV, and you'll be ready to rock, man. You start calling companies and talking to recruiters, and whichever one fits your needs best, that's the one you go with. Now, there's a lot of things that you should ask when you talk to these recruiters, which I'll do in another video, but that's a whole different topic. But I just wanted to give y'all a few of those tips, man, because everybody doesn't know. And if you ever thought about getting into trucking but didn't know how, this is why I'm doing this video. So what's been going on with me? I've been running, man. I've been out here running. Out here showing my 82nd Pride. Y'all see it. 82nd Pride, 3rd Brigade, 2 Panthers. That was where that's where I was when I was a baby private in the Army. But anyway, I've been out here running, man. Like I said, I'm in Indiana now. Tomorrow morning I'm headed to Ohio, pick up a load, and then I'm running that to Denver. And by the time I get to Denver, I'll have another load. But it's been a good couple days, man. I've been out here getting it in and getting these loads, dropping these loads off, and making it happen. just out here doing my thing, man. Just doing my thing. But I'm about to get off of here. About to catch some sleep. I got to get up early in the morning and run across the border to Ohio and start making this thing shake. So as always, y'all be blessed. Stay motivated, stay hungry, and never accept mediocrity. It's your boy CCT, Charm City Trucker. Thanks for stopping by and having this little chat. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.